So these are some of the terminologies that we have discussed so far. So one is magnetic flux, which we denoted it by phi, and then magnetic flux density, which we denoted it by B, which is equal to phi by A. So its unit is Weber per meter square. So this is denoted by Weber. So this 1 Weber is nothing but 10 to the power 8 line of force. Okay. So 3, it is a field intensity or field strength. Magnetic field intensity or field strength, which is denoted as by H, is equal to Ni by N. So what is N? N is the number of turns of the coil, and I is the supply current, and L is the length of the conductor. So it's very evident, it's ampere turns meter. So therefore it is ampere turns per meter. This is the unit. And then we also discussed about magnetic permeability, mu, which is mu naught into mu r. So what is mu naught? It is absolute permeability, which is given by 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. So what is mu r? Mu r is your relative permeability, and this mu r is equal to 1 for air and vacuum. And then we also discussed about reluctance. So the reluctance was denoted by S. So that is L by area of cross section into mu, which is mu 0 into mu r. Okay. So this is ampere turns per Weber. So this is again length of the conductor, mu 0, mu r. So A is the area of cross section. So all this is known to you. And then magnetic permeance, which is nothing but the inverse of this reluctance. So therefore, if this unit is ampere turns per Weber, and the unit of magnetic permeance will be Weber per ampere turn. So this will be A mu 0 mu r divided by L. Just like we had EMF in the case of electrical circuit, so here we discussed about magnetomotive force, in short MMF. So to solve problems, 3 relations might be required for MMF. So one is how this MMF is related to flux as well as reluctance. So that you must be knowing. So you know that we expressed a Ohm's law. We expressed Ohm's law for magnetic circuit. So that Ohm's law was nothing but flux is equal to MMF divided by reluctance. Okay, so this MMF is equal to 5 into S. Okay, so this is one relation that you must be aware of. And the other relation, so we also know that this 5 is equal to B into A. Okay, so the very second thing that I discussed today, so this 5 is equal to B into A, right? And this is S. So how will I write B? So B is nothing but mu into H into A into S. So this is mu 0, mu R, and what is H? We have expressed this already as Ni by L. So Ni by L into area of cross section into what is S? It is again L divided by A mu 0 mu R. So now mu 0 mu R get cancelled, A get cancelled, this and this gets cancelled. So I can write it as N into I. So this is one relation. So further, I can also express it in a different way. So starting from here, so I can write this B to be mu into H, and you have the area of cross section, and then you have this reluctance. So in other words, I can also write it as L divided by A into mu. So mu is nothing but mu 0 into mu R. So it is also equal to H into L. So these three relations you can keep in mind for solving problems. So this MMF is equal to phi into S is equal to N into I, and it is also equal to H into L. So let us solve the first problem that has been chosen is only of direct substitution type. If you know the equations, you can simply substitute and you can get the answer. But main thing, you have to understand the question. An iron ring of mean length 80 centimeter is uniformly wound with 500 turns of conductor wire when a current of 1 ampere is supplied to the coil, it produces a magnetic flux density of 1.1 Tesla. In the core. Calculate the relative permeability of magnetic path. So first of all, let me try to express whatever that has been given in the form of a diagram. So it is given that it is an iron ring. So let me first draw an iron ring. Okay, so I have drawn an iron ring, and the mean length is given as 80 centimeter. So when they say length, they mean this length, which means in some sense it is the circumference. Okay, so this length is what they are calling to be the mean length. So I can mark it here. So this length is how much? 80, sorry, this is 80 centimeter. Okay, so this is given to be 80 centimeter, and it is uniformly wound with the 500 turns of conductor wire. So here there is a winding. So the number of turns is given to be 500. And the current of how much is applied? So this current is a 1 ampere current, which produces a magnetic flux density of 1.1 Tesla. So B is given to be 1.1 Tesla. So this is the given information. So L is given to be 80 centimeter, which is nothing but 0.8 meter, 80 into 10 to the power minus 2, that is 0.8 meter, and N is given to be 500, and I is given to be 1 ampere, and B is given to be 1.1 Tesla. Now using this, we need to find what? We need to find the relative permeability of the magnetic path. Mu R has to be found. So let us try to obtain an expression relating all this. So B is given to us, and that B is nothing but mu into H. So this mu is nothing but mu 0 into mu R. And what is the expression for H? It is N into I divided by L. So this is given to be 1.1, and this is 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 for mu R, and mu naught, and mu R has to be determined, and N is given to be how much? 500, and I is given to be 1 ampere, and L is given to be 0.8. So now it is very easy to find mu R. So if you it is 1.1 divided by 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 into, so this you will get around 625. I think 500 divided by 0.8. So ultimately you will get 1401.27. So it's a direct substitution. So first of all, try to find out what is given, and then you know all these relations, directly substitute and get the required answer. Proceed further to the next problem. So this is also simple only. A cast steel ring has circular cross section of 3 centimeter in diameter and a mean length of 80 centimeter, and the ring is uniformly wound with a coil of 600 turns. Estimate the current required to produce a flux of 0.5 milliweber in the ring. So it is given, neglect the leakage flux. So even if this is not given, so unless anything is specifically mentioned, so you can neglect this leakage flux and fringing. So assume the relative permeability of the ring as 800. So quickly let us try to figure out what are the things that are given for us. So it is again a steel ring. Let me express that in the form of a diagram. So this is a steel ring. It has a circular cross section of how much? So let us say if you here the cross section is not uniform because I have not drawn properly. So if you look at the cross section, so this diameter is how much? It's given as 3 centimeter. Okay. And the mean length is how much? The mean length is given as 80 centimeters. So when they say mean length, they mean this one. So this is the mean length. This is 80 centimeter. And the ring is uniformly wound with the coil of how many turns? 600 turns. So 600 turns. and estimate the current required to produce a flux of, so this current has to be determined. So it produces a flux of how much? 0.5 milliweber. So 5 is given as 0.5 milliweber. So that is 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 Weber. Neglect the leakage flux and fridging and assume the relative permeability of the ring as 800. So mu r of this ring is given as 800. So this is the data that is available to us. So let us proceed further. So it is given that L is equal to 80 centimeter, that is nothing but 0.8 meter. So if this is the diameter, so of course you know how to find the area. Okay, so if you know the diameter, half of this will be the radius. So if you find pi r square, you will get the area of cross section. Okay, so the radius 1.5 centimeter, that is 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. So the area of cross section will be 5 into 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 the whole square. So you get around how much you do this, it will be 7.065 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square you will be getting. Okay, and then n is already given, so this is 600 times, it is given. So it is also given that 5 is 0.5 milliweber and mu r is also given. So we can express this relation to find, we have to ultimately find I. Your answer is correct. Yeah. So we know that H is equal to Ni by L. So from this you can find I, but for that you require H. So to find H, we can use the relation between B and H, because B can be very easily known because we know phi and we know the area of cross section. So B can be very easily known. So B is nothing but phi by A. So this is 0.5 milliweber, it is given, and the area of cross section is obtained to be 7.065 into 10 to the power minus 4. So this will be 0.7077 Tesla. So when B is known, very easy to find H. So H is equal to B by, so that is 0.7077 divided by mu is nothing but mu 0 into mu r. So mu r is given in the question to be 800 and mu naught will be 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. So this will be 703.97. So ultimately I, from the very first relation that I expressed, it will be H into L divided by N. So that is 703.97 into 0.8 divided by 800. So it is 0.94 ampere. Okay. So there is also other way of doing it. You can find reluctance, and then from reluctance you can obtain I. So it's also possible. Any relation you can use, because ultimately this is the in this given question there is no cut or any air gap that has been given. So it is uniform. So the reluctance will also be uniform throughout this throughout this circuit. So any relation you can use. Let me go to the next question. The magnetic ring has the mean length of flux path to be 20 centimeter, and cross section of 1 centimeter square if the relative permeability of material is 2400. Find the ampere turns. So ampere turns in the sense N into I has to be determined, required to produce flux density of 2 Tesla. What are the things that are given to us? So L is given. So L is given to us, and the cross section area is given to us, and then mu r is given. So this is mu r. So this will be A, and B is also given to us. So what we need to find is we need to find the ampere turns. So we know that height is equal to N I by L. Okay. So ampere turns is N into I. So which means N into I is equal to height into L. So we know that height is equal to B by mu into L, and B is known to us. Mu can be easily found out because mu r is given, and L is also given to us. So B is given as 2, and mu is 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 into mu r, that is 2400 into, so what is the L that is given? 20 centimeter. So if you express it in meter, it is 0.2 meter. So you can find out what is the ampere turns. It must be getting around 132.69 ampere turns. So this is again direct substitution. So at this particular point, you have to recollect the topics that we discussed in the last class, especially the composite series magnetic circuit that I put before you. So which contained this magnetic materials of different cross section area put together, connected in series, and also there was a cut. So therefore, which means that there was a air gap as well. Okay, so such type of problems we are going to deal with. So whenever there is a air gap, you must understand that the reluctance at that particular air gap will be different from that of the iron or the steel ring. Okay, so therefore you need to analyze both these portions separately, both these segments separately, and then you will have to put them together. Okay, so please keep this in mind. The fourth problem that we are discussing, ring shaped iron core of cross section 2 centimeters square and diameter of the ring is 20 centimeter. Centimeter is produced due to the current flowing in coil of 300 turns. If the ring has a saw cut, which means a portion of the ring has been cut and we have removed it, which means now in that place we will have air gap which we need to analyze. 0.4 mm. Then for a relative permeability of 1000 of iron core, calculate the value of supply current I need to be determined to be transferred to produce the above mentioned flux density. Quickly recollect what are the information that is available to us. So 5 is given, it is given to be 0.2 milliweber. So the cross section area is given. Okay, and this is the cross section area of the iron ring. And the diameter of the ring is also given. So this diameter can be used to find the length of the ring, including the air gap. Okay, so this diameter of the ring is also given, and then the relative permeability of the iron core is given. So we have to find the supply current I need to be determined. So let us write down the known relations. So we know that the magnetomotive force, it can be related to the flux as well as the reluctance as follows. So you can write this MMF is equal to 5 into S, and we can also write this to be N into I, and you know that the other relation that we expressed is H into L. So all these three relations we know. Okay, but comes to this type of questions where you have air gap as well, or you have conductors of different cross section area put together. So then you must know that the reluctance, the total reluctance of the circuit will be nothing but the reluctance of the individual elements summed up. So in this case, the total reluctance will be the reluctance of the ion plus the reluctance of the air gap. Okay. So to find reluctance, I must also know the length. Okay. So first of all, let me try to express whatever is given here in the form of a diagram, so that it will be much more clear for us. This is not circular, but anyway, this is the best that I can do. And this diameter, this cut is how much? This cut is 0.4 mm, and this diameter is given. This diameter is how much? Diameter of the ring is 20 centimeter. Okay, and half of this will be the radius. And when I find 2 pi r, I will be able to find the length, the total length. Okay, so the total length means, let me draw here. It includes the air gap as well. Okay, so when I say LT, it includes the air gap as well. Okay, so so this, let me put it as L air. So L air is how much? 0.4 mm. Total length, total length of the ring. So 2 pi into r. So r will be how much? 20 divided by 2. So I am expressing the centimeter into meter. So it is 0.2 meter. So you'll be getting around 0.628 meter. And now, how can I find the length of the iron portion? So the length of the iron portion from LT, if I subtract this L here, I can get the length of the iron portion. So is LT minus L here. So that is 0.628 minus 0. So expressing this in mm, 0.0004 meter. So you must be getting 0.627 meter. And also, if you talk in terms of reluctance, the reluctance, total reluctance will be nothing but the reluctance of the iron portion and then the air portion. So total reluctance is nothing but the reluctance of iron portion plus the reluctance of the air portion. So we know the expression for the reluctance because now we have calculated the length and everything. So this is Li divided by the area of cross section, and here nothing is given about the bulging effect, and nothing is given bulging effect or the fringing, and also nothing is given about the leakage. So you can neglect those conditions. Plus divided by mu 0 mu r. Okay, so how to find this area of cross section? So that also must be known to us. So let us see what is given in the question. So here the area of cross section is given to be 2 centimeters square. So since we are neglecting the bulging and other thing, so this will be the same area of cross section even for the air gap. 0.627 divided by AI. It is given as centimeter square. So you have to express this in meter square. So it is actually 2 into 10 to the power minus 4. 4 pi 10 to the power minus 7 into mu r. It is given in the question. So mu r is given to be 1000. So in this case, you will be taking mu r to be 1. So this will be 0.4 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by, here again the area of cross section will be same, into 4 pi 10 to the power minus 7. So you can check these calculations. And I is nothing but 5 into S divided by N. So this relation we have already expressed. We know that M is equal to 5 into S, which is also equal to N into I, which is also equal to H into N. Okay, so from this, from this relation we can very easily express I. So this is given, yes is given. 5 is also given in the question, it is 0.2 milliweber, 0.2 into 10 to the power minus 3, and this you can put here. So this is S divided by N is given as 300. So you must be getting around 2.724 ampere. So we have 10 more minutes. Let us try to complete one more question. A steel ring of 25 centimeter diameter and circular section and of circular section with thickness of 3 centimeter in diameter. Are given. So what is the diameter of the ring, and then is the diameter of the circular cross section. .5 mm. If this is wound with 750 turns of conductor carrying current of 2.1 amps, then find the following mmf. Okay, so this means the total mmf. So just like if you connect a voltage source in series with two resistances, and that voltage gets divided across those two resistances. Okay, so in the same way, here you have a mmf that is generated due to the applied current. Okay, so due to the applied current, so a mmf is generated, and that mmf gets uniformly divided across the steel ring and the air gap. Okay. So here, first of all, you have to find the total mmf, and then the magnetic flux density in air gap, relative permeability of steel ring. One more important data is given for us. Assume that the steel section takes 35% of the total mmf, which means that mmf total mmf steel plus the air gap. Okay. And how much is the mmf steel? This mmf steel is nothing but 35%, that is 0.35% or 0.35 times the mmf total plus mmf air. So from this I can write this mmf air to be how much? mmf total minus 0.35 mmf total. So let us proceed further. So this is actually part of the solution. Sorry, it didn't mention. This is part of the solution. It's not part of the question. So let me try to express whatever has been given in the form of a diagram. So this is not perfectly circular. I could not draw it properly. So this Here this cut thickness is given to be how much? Air gap is 1.5 mm is given, and so how much is the current that is flowing here? 2.1 ampere, and the number of turns is given to be 750, and this diameter is given, and this diameter is how much? So this is given to be 3 centimeter, and in the same way this diameter is also given. So this diameter is approximately how much? 25 centimeter. So this diameter is also given. So this is 5 centimeter. So the for finding the total length, so this diameter will be helpful. So the total EMF is given by 5 into S total. So this is also equal to N into I, and this is also equal to height into L. So among all these three, we have the required data for this relation because we know N and we know I. So therefore, this will be easy for us to find the total EMF. Okay. So this will be N into I. So that is 750 into 2.1. You get 1575. And what will be the total length? So using this diameter, you can find the total length. So that is 2 pi into R. So R is how much? 25 by 2 into 10 to the power minus 2. So you may getting pi into 25 10 to the power minus 2, you will getting 0.785 meter. And then if you want to find the length of the steel portion separately, then you will have to subtract this 1.5 mm from this total length. Okay. So the length of steel, let me give this name, LS is equal to LT minus L air. So 0.785 minus 1.5 to 10 to the power minus 3, you will be getting around 0.783 meters. And then here also there is nothing mentioned about the bulging or fringing, and so you can neglect that condition. The available data, you can find the area of cross section. Since you know it is 3 centimeters, very easy to find the area of cross section. So this is how much? 5 into 3 power minus 2 by 2 whole square. 0.0007 meter square. So this will be the area of cross section. Okay. So first part of the question is answered here, and the second part we need to find out. So I think we can continue in the next class. It's already 9